Dana Perino hosts the Daily Briefing with Dana Perino, one of our favorite guests on this show, and she joins us tonight. So, Dana, thanks for coming on. Very quick question, as someone who's followed American politics for many years and has a deep grounding in its history. Is the Electoral College racist?
It's such a disservice to the institution, to the framers of our Constitution, and to, well, for one, it's just like, it's bad for civics education. Yes. Think of how many people follow her on Instagram, and I think, oh, yeah, okay, the Electoral College is racist, and because she drives through a rural area of the United States, you know, she's driving through flyover country, then she thinks that it's okay to say that these people don't matter, the people that live here don't matter. Well, we know that there are rural parts of the country, there are micro centers, there are urban centers, there are all of these things. The Electoral College, no, it is not racist. Nobody said it was racist until recently. They didn't say it when Barack Obama won the Electoral College twice. The other thing is, when she talks about this, not wanting the Electoral College, it's just the next step to saying that they don't want the United States Senate either.
Right.
Because the United States Senate allows for 2 senators from every state. They don't want states' rights. They just want the cities, of which you just highlighted in your A block, to be in charge across the country. They don't want to have to persuade and use argumentation to say why their policy prescriptions would be better. I am an Electoral College traditionalist and an evangelist for the Electoral College, and I would be happy to debate anybody about this. I feel that strongly that the founders knew what they were doing when they set it up. Majority rule is not what we are set up to have. We are a republic. We have states' rights. You have the Electoral College. And in fact, Colorado passed this law saying, okay, well, we don't even care what the Electoral College says. We are just going to do whatever the popular vote is. Right. Well, guess what? Today, a U.S. appeals court in Denver said, not so fast. That doesn't work in our country. So I also think it's futile what she's doing, because the Electoral College is not going to change in our lifetime.
But so you just said that you would be happy to debate anyone on the question of the Electoral College, and I have no doubt that you would win. She doesn't, and people like her don't, seek a debate. They seek to take the question off the debate table by calling it racist, in other words, immoral. In other words, your position isn't even worth hearing because you're a bad person, because you're racist, because you support a racist institution. I mean, what does that kind of thinking do to our public discourse?
Well, it's growing, because there are, I think, 8 of the Democratic candidates for president in 2020 all support getting rid of the Electoral College. Now, that's a lot, right? Yeah. Imagine how many people are out there hearing that the Electoral College is the bane of their existence. Senator Joni Ernst from Iowa put out a statement today in which she said that this would silence voters and voices in Iowa. That's certainly not the way to win back the White House. If you think you want to win, this is the system that they're going to have. Right. I think it's a good system, but I do think it's a disservice to say it should be abolished without acknowledging that it actually has a purpose.
Right, exactly. And to deride it, dismiss it as immoral, right?
Abraham Lincoln only won the presidency because of the Electoral College, exactly, and he was not racist.
Exactly. It just pollutes our discourse, that kind of language. Dana Perino, great to see you tonight. Thank you.